It's critical.
Sustainability South West is a completely independent registered charity, and we have board members of about 24 people from all different walks of life and all different sectors in the South West, and they're individuals who give up a couple of days a year to come and discuss sustainability, come up with some good ideas and steer the work of the charity. We're there to champion sustainable development in the South West region and to gain all the positive benefits that we think people in our region will get from a more sustainable future.
I think the region needs a champion body. We need somebody who's going to stand up and talk to businesses, talk to the community and say, look, sustainable living is not a choice, it's a reality. We've got to get and do it, we've got to protect our environment, we've got to look after what we've got.
Well, it's a unique network of people in the South West, people who can make a difference, people who can affect change, people who can actually help this region become more sustainable.
I think we should view it as a terrier that grabs hold of the heels of developers, of government departments, of everybody, and says, hang on a minute, don't rush off, because you haven't thought about long-term issues, sustainability.
Fair Shares, Fair Choice is really about a movement of people who want to live in a more positive way within their fair share of carbon. Because at the moment we're all living within a much bigger share, which means that we're risking really dangerous runaway climate change. We can calculate what safe levels are within the atmosphere. So that means we can actually calculate everyone's fair share, and we can find also offer people lots of different choices within that fair share, which will actually probably improve their lifestyle and their quality of life within that share.
Everybody in the world has a cake. So if there's a cake, and this is our carbon, and it's yours and mine, and you want more than half of that cake, that's not fair.
But it's worse than that, isn't it? Because the cake's already, a lot of that cake's already been eaten.
Yeah.
The situation we find ourselves in now is that the industrialised world is saying to the non-industrialised world, you can't have an industrial revolution because look what it does to the planet. So unless you switch the balance, unless you say to those who've had the benefit, right, you get less now because you had more in the past, you will never get to the point where there are fair shares. And that's the really radical challenge, and that's going to take the Western world by storm because we're so used to what we've got.
It's not about telling people not to do things, is it? It's about just thinking about the choices that you do make. And also exploring other options, which, you might find that something else actually works for you better, or you do enjoy going on holiday locally, or you may not have thought of trying it before. So I think it's not about don't, it's more about what you can do.
What we're asking you to do is to go on the website and measure your own carbon footprint. It's not difficult to do, it'll only take you about 5 minutes, and it will just give you an idea about what areas of your living, your life and your work are building up your carbon emissions. So it's probably about the way you travel, the way you heat your house, maybe the sorts of things that you buy and how much carbon emissions are associated with that. So you can work out what your share of emissions is at the moment, and we'll give you an idea of what your fair share ought to be for this year and over the next 10 years.
You're listening to Pirate FM in the South West with Bob McCready. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on June the 4th, 2057. And the temperature today due to rise to 28 Celsius. That's the total of 84 Fahrenheit for the 16th day in a row.
We've joined up with Coombs Head College in Newton Abbot in Devon, where we've discovered the kids there actually put sustainability top of their list of big issues. And a lot of the kids there really just can't understand why adults are not getting on with this. They hear all the messages that we're now getting from the media, they understand what the risks of climate change are, and they're beginning to see it all around them in our region.
This morning it was summer. By noon a cold front building. Where did you go? Where did you go? I've got to find some shelter, 'cause any minute now it's gonna